Doesn't this just drive you berserk? How many people have decompression valves that look like this? Should look like that. So if your chainsaw happens to have a decompression valve that had that stupid plastic cap fall off, I got a solution for you. Check that out. So I don't like the plastic tips on these things. And I happen to have two, as it turns out, aftermarket units that had their plastic piece fall off nearly immediately. And, honestly, it happens on the OEMs too. The OEMs are not immune. These plastic pieces are definitely the weak link here. So, how about we do something strong? Now, I happen to have sitting around a 22 cartridge, a brass piece. I was originally just going to make a button out of quick steel or JB Weld or something like that, but I figured, you know what? Use that as like a template. And sure enough, works perfectly. You know what? The odds of this coming undone, pretty small. So let's see how I do it. First off, take the one with the, it's all messed up, it's dirty, so I've got to clean it. Now, the end has these notches in them. I want to clean up those notches and make it kind of rough, because you want something that the JB Weld can stick to. I just hit this with a cutoff wheel, the Dremel tool, just to roughen up and make those notches a little bit bigger. You're not going to risk breaking the tip off here, so at least I don't think so. Next, we're going to take a spent cartridge. Now, I'm going to assume that you can use other sizes. Heck, anything bigger would even be better in this case, but this is what I had, so we use it. What I'm going to do is just cut it off because it doesn't need to be this long, so let's do that. Again, just hit it on the Dremel tool with a cutoff. Now, I don't like to wait around, so I'm going to use the JB Quick Weld here. I'm only going to mix up a small amount. You'll see why here in a minute. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make sure to get this small amount into these crevices. I want kind of a ball on the end. This is how I did this the first time, so it's a little bit of a ball on the end. And this stuff sets in like 4 minutes, so let that harden. So there's my shell casing. I've mixed up a little bit more here. I don't think it needs to be full, but pretty close. Now you got a shell casing and the bump here, and the problem that I have is trying to get this centered. It wants to go off center, so you have to kind of keep playing with it. But let it harden. So as it's setting, you can manipulate it a little bit. Just get it up out of the way. Make sure it's straight. Again, this stuff sets in like 4 to 6 minutes, so you don't have lots of time. But it'll get fairly firm fairly quickly. So now it's mostly cured. Just need to trim it up. We're back with the Dremel cutoff tool. So use the cutoff tool, then polish it up. So there it is, polished up. Ready to go. I'm going to let that cure just a tad more, but yeah. You want to give it enough travel so that it goes open and then closed. Looks like about 1/8 of an inch. There's the finished product. Hope you like it. At least in practice here, seems to work okay. If something goes wrong, I'll keep you posted, of course, but I like the result. It's cheap, it's easy, and really the only things that you need: polishing wheel, cutoff wheel, obviously these, and some brass, and JB Weld. The quick stuff is good. That's about it. So, per usual, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.